Hello everyone, my name is Ventura. Today's video is just going to be going over Port 9 and not pools, but we're going to be starting on top 128. I already have projected set up, so we're just going to go through player by player, talk about how they're doing recently, if I know, if I'm aware of their game. First off, syrup and whiskey. That's obviously going to be a syrup sweep into top 32. Louis, I do see. I think this is Jagabato. It's a duck hunt player. Versus Louis Money. I do see Louis Money like being able to win, but it's syrup, so regardless, he's going into top 32 winner side. Reflo versus D-Dog. I do see Reflo winning just due to him being more active. And then Ken, MFA, that's obviously Ken. And I do see Ken going into top 32 winners. Leo versus Yeast. It's Leo. And then Toriguri versus Danny. I am biased towards Danny because I'm a big Wolf fan. However, obviously Toriguri is just a phenomenal player. And last time they played Leo and Toriguri, Toriguri like won and it wasn't even close. However, I do believe that Leo can win this time, because he's just a very adaptive player. Shiny Mark Weezer, that goes to Shiny Mark. Tarek Base Mage, that's Tarek. And then I could see it going either way. Shiny Mark has been very inconsistent in his play, from what I've been seeing. If he is playing hot, then it's obviously going to him. But I do see Tarek making it through. Just looking through losers. Tarek, Toriguri, Danny, I do see winning over the Duck Hunt player. And then Ken over Base Mage. And then for Pool X2, Zombo over Xavier, obviously. I do see Elijahman over Mark, maybe. This game's obviously going to Ouch. I'm not familiar with Reno or Solo. But I do see Ouch also going into top 32. Tweak is back, obviously. I do see him going over all of these players, just running them over, because if you don't know, Tweak has been practicing more than most players honestly do, even when he was retired. Light taking it over FD and Big Boss. Reno, I think that Loaf can win it, but I'm not familiar with Reno, so it could go either way. Big Boss and Kirash versus Elijahman. Shulk does just completely zone out Luigi. I do think it's one of his worst matchups. And Elijahman's just a fantastic player. Skinny the Pooh versus Sonics. This is going to actually be a fun set. Skinny the Pooh is very talented. But I do see Sonics going into top 32. Neo, I thought that Death Spade was banned. It could go either way through Beast Mode Paul or Beastly. Beastly might honestly just DQ though, for Rivals 2. He is known for doing that. I do see Paul making it through top 32 winners. Asimo, Zog, K-Flock, ZTN, he can make some crazy runs. So he has the potential to get top 32, but it's not likely. I will just say keep an eye out for him. And then Gluto into top 32. I do think that Paul gets in winner's side, so Nao will probably make it top 32 losers. Um, it looks like uh, 0 to none, free K Flock, whichever you want to call him. He does have a chance of getting into top 32 winners or losers. He just has to work really hard to make it through winners. Having to fight Asimo and Zog. Monty versus Beastly, that will be a fun set if we get to watch it. I just really enjoy watching Beastly. And then Zog into top 32. And then the final pool, I'm not familiar with that name. It looks like... Looks like Karme? Looks like a either Shulk or Aegis player. The 4th seed. I am not familiar with this player. Him over Send. I do see Jackal over Shattuck. Jackal has been just in the scene for such a long time, and Shattuck has just been focusing on school. I do see Jackal potentially making it into top 32. Cola over Char, I believe they're same region. I don't remember which region Char is, but Cola, I believe he'll go Cloud and make it through. Siski versus Lemon, that will be a very fun set. Lemon is just a very fun player to watch. Cola versus Siski could go either way. Personally biased here, but I enjoy watching both of these players. So this, I believe, will be a very fun set. Anin versus MVD, I do see Anin winning. Is that... Oh, Gorioka. Yeah, yeah. Gorioka. Gorioka, I just don't see beating Anin. Anin is just a fantastic Steve. Same with Toon. Going into top 32. Syrup getting into top 8. Unless Leo makes some insane run, having to be both Shiny Mark and Syrup, which I just honestly don't see happening. I think that's Gorioka versus Cola. I think that's Gorioka. No. No, that's the Aegis player. Likely just because of the character matchup, I do see this Aegis player winning. I am going to have to do some research on this player. But I do see Anin not looking very good for top 8, but Anin going into top 8. Sonic's... I think this was Beast Mode Paul. Oh, Asimo, yeah, still making it through. And then Gluto, I do honestly see making it over Asimo. Especially if he is feeling to his best of his ability. However, his health issues have been a concern. And we will possibly see a Gluto Sonic set in the first time in what feels like forever. Zamba Ouch, this matchup is just an uphill battle for Ouch. He has done it before. However, I just see Zamba just not only better player, but better charactering him. Tweak vs. Light is going to be a fantastic set. Either way, it's going to be very fun, and I see the winner of that making it into top 8. And then it could be Tweak or this could be Tweak or Light, and I see Anand. If Anand doesn't make it, then they will for sure make it into top 8. Leo vs. Gluto is a potential set that'll happen. I hope that they go Joker Wario, just because it's Joker Wario, two fantastic characters to watch. Tweak vs. Toon. Tweak has historically struggled against Steve, especially one as unique as Toon coming from South America. Tweak just, I don't feel, has the experience against Toon to make it through. And then Asimo Shiny Mark, that'll be Shiny Mark. And Syrup, Sonics. It does look like another Syrup win, which is to honestly be expected. He's projected to win. He's been winning everything. Really just simple and short. I think that Syrup will win. Sonics. I do see Zamba taking it over Sonics, but I do think that Sonics will still eventually get through to Grands, just because he's infamous for getting second place, and it does look like another second place for him, unless he gets upset, because he hasn't been consistently traveling from my knowledge. But that's about it to say on Port 9. I'm looking forward to watching it. Regardless of results, it will be a fun tournament. I will see you guys not at Port 9, but I'll probably see you guys in chat.